There are a lot of farms in the DonutSMP, and sometimes it can be hard to know which one to build. But in today's video, I'll be showing you guys the absolute best farms for DonutSMP that can make you billions. So grab a snack and let's get right into it. Starting off the list, number 5, we got the Sweetberry farm. It's super simple yet super effective, and it works by you sitting in a minecart, holding in right click and harvesting the berries. It can make millions per hour and is one of the best beginner methods. But this is just a start. We got 4 more farms that progressively get better and better until we have the best farm on DonutSMP. Moving on to number 4, we got the Pickle farm. One of the most, if not the most known farm on DonutSMP. It works by dispensers bone milling a pickle that then generates more pickles on the coral that then get broken by the floor as it shifts. These were complicated but still easy to build, and that made them super popular. A lot of people design their own pickle farms, the most known farms being 3706 V3, Ducky V4, and Frozen Flow V3. These farms could make tens of millions per hour if you built a lot. Here we got the 3706 V3, arguably the best pickle farm for DonutSMP. There are a ton of tutorials for this farm, and even I made one, being my most popular video with over 70k views. These were the meta for farms for over a year until the admins decided to nerf it, changing the price of a pickle from $3 to $2. This might not seem like a big change, but it actually changes the price a ton. It made the farm barely profitable if you use /sell, and even if you use orders, you'd barely profit. And with this farm falling, a new meta came up, which leads us on to our next farm, the Fungus farm. Unknown until Pickle had to go. It had insane rates with the prices being super high. However, this didn't last very long as the admins nerfed it in less than a week after the Pickle nerf. However, it was still almost as good as pre-nerf Pickle, so naturally everybody started making it. Fungus farm had even more designs like the C3 Gaming Fungus farm, Mishkat V4, my own design, BM738's Fungus farm, and even Kelp Talks, one of the biggest creators on DonutSMP, created his own farm. There were tons of different ways to make this. You could use a hopper system, water system, or even a water system with trapdoors to get the fungus out of the farm. There was one problem though, it produced different items. After bone milling a Crimson Nylium or Warp Nylium, you get a mix of 4 items: Crimson Roots, Crimson Fungus, Warped Roots, and Warped Fungus. This made it hard to use a shulker loader, so the players got creative. They made auto-sorted shulker loaders. This would auto-sorted fungus and roots, so only one item went into one shulker loader. They then made 1 or more shulker loader for each item. If you wonder why people couldn't just use normal storage, it was because, well, they could, but using shulker loaders was over 20 times more efficient. With this farm giving insane rates, you can make over 50 million per hour. This was until the admins changed the entity limit, pretty much cutting it in half. With this new update, you can only make up to 30 mil per hour, which is still really good, but it is the reason this farm is at number 3. Before we continue, I'd like to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor. If you're tired of absolutely getting railed in Crystal PvP and want to play a shop survival server that has an hourly king of the hill, the world's server-wide events with insane prices, and literally the best PvP method known to mankind, and you're in a brand new season of FlexSMP, try the new insane mythics that have invincibility, extra hearts, strength 4, and so much more. This isn't just launched, so you still have time to become the richest and take over the server. Join now with the IPN port on screen to have the PvP experience of a lifetime. Alright, back to the video. Because moving on to number 2, we got the bamboo farm. But not just any bamboo farm, a bone meal bamboo farm. This is a relatively new farm on DonutSMP, but don't underestimate it. It works by having dispensers bone meal bamboo that then grows around 2 blocks, and once it grows, an observer detects that, and a piston breaks all bamboo except the bottom one so it can still grow. This farm was brought forward in Ravis's video, where he used only this farm to get to 100 million. This started a new farm idea and people started building this everywhere. When I stream, I see this farm all the time. There are also some tutorials for this farm, such as BM738's V1 bamboo farm, and Eliro3's lag-friendly bamboo farm, even if that one isn't specifically for DonutSMP. The players on DonutSMP also got creative when it comes to bamboo farms, since they realized that they could use an autocrafter to autocraft it into bamboo blocks, and then you could also craft it into chests, which sell for a lot on orders. If you have a big enough farm and craft a bamboo into chest, you can make over 50 million per hour. That's over $1 billion per day. If you ask me, these rates are insane. And if you have skeleton spawners, it would be pure profit, but that obviously comes at the risk of your spawners getting raided. So moving on to number 1, we got the pink petal farm. Absolutely insane rates of over 60 million per hour, making over 1.4 billion per day. this is the best farm to become a billionaire on DonutSMP. With this farm, you will be so rich that you can do whatever you want. Stream, do giveaways, loot drops, making a massive stash, and so much more. This farm was introduced around 2 months ago after Fungus farms got nerfed and people saw the insane prices of pink petals. The farm itself is just a flower farm, but if you were to build this in a cherry blossom biome, you would get pink petals instead of flowers. And pink petals are 4x the price of normal flowers, so this is the most efficient and profitable on DonutSMP. It works by dispensers bone milling grass blocks instead of a cherry blossom biome that creates seeds and pink petals, and a lot of them. One bone can make around 19 pink petals and 7 seeds. That may not sound like much, but when people order millions of bones, it becomes a lot. Then, after the pink petals break by the floor moving, they get pushed down by water into a water stream, and from there, they go into a storage where you sell them. There are a few different versions of the pink petal farms though. For example, there's a version that doesn't have to be in a cherry blossom biome, and it works by bone milling pink petal directly. However, this farm doesn't create nearly as much profit since one bone meal barely makes more than 3 pink petals, and you also get no seeds at all. A famous flower farm is the Flower Power V7. It's a massive tower with 6 layers and 2 sides, so 12 floors total. This results in a massive amount of pink petals. Another version of this farm is Ravix's McDonald's pink petal farm that he used in another money challenge video, but this time only using pink petals, and he's going for 200 million. A lot of people have made tutorials for their Flower Power V7 since it's a very popular farm and people want to get views. The DonutSMP streamer Kelp Talks had a stream where he built a pink petal farm for 4 hours. The pink petal farm is the meta right now on DonutSMP, so go build it right now. And now, we're gonna try out the rates of this thing. So, I'm gonna turn it on and put a timer for 1 minute, and after the timer's up, we'll stop the farm and we're gonna put all the items in these chests. And we'll count how much that is, and then times 60 so we get the rates per hour. And then I'll tell you guys the amount of money that would be at the end of the video. So yeah, let's start it. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. And that's time. Whoa, this is insane. Alright, well, I guess let's put it in all of these chests, and let's see how much we got. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 double chests, and 1.5 double chests of seeds, and 4.5 of pink petals. I'm just gonna calculate this real quick and I'll tell you guys how much it is. Alright, after calculating, I got that we have 16,007 pink petals and 5,829 seeds. So if that were to be in money, we would have over 200k. That's 200k a minute, and that's over 13 million an hour. And you can build like a lot of these. Like you can build like at least 3 of these, and that would be like 36, and then you could probably build like 6 of these, and you know, you'd make like 70 million plus, bro. So yeah, that was all the farm for today, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.